What's up, my live stream beings?
Oh, I got some Thunderbirds shiz going on here. I think it's just dark, it's a bit like wobbly on the mocap right now, but basically thought I'd just show you this really quick trick, because sometimes, you know, when you hit play in Unreal, you possess like the main character, the main player blueprint, whether that's a first person character or whether it's the sort of one that flies around freely. Sometimes quite nice to start the stream from there, from that get-go point of kind of possessing a player, and it's easy as just ripping the capture component out of the off-world camera and making it a child of the blueprint that is, you know, doing the controlling, the player blueprint in your level. So let's really quickly just go into that fun little trick. So yeah, you might have a level like this. Yeah, your blank level. And what you can do is go into your content. You should have like first person BP. If you know, with your base level, you choose whether it's first person or whatever. Your game will have settings, so you can go project settings. If you type game mode in here, you got your default game mode is first person game mode. You know, you can change this to any of these, and what this will do will change the default pawn class. So this is what we're looking at putting the camera into, your default pawn. So our default pawn class is first person character, so we want to be finding that first person character blueprint. So now we've got our game mode, we know our game mode base, we know our default character, we can navigate to that, and you can either drag that in or you can double click it and you'll find the list of components here. If we look at the OWL camera, its components, we can see it's got its camera component, that's all the film settings and the mesh, and we've got the capture component, that's where the texture target is going out. So let's delete that OWL camera, but this is what we want, this capture component. So just delete that one and go into our main character, and here we go, add component, OWL capture. Click that and make this a child of the camera, and boom, we've turned our first person character camera into a streaming camera. All we got to do now, click on the capture, make a texture target for that. I've got an FPS output, you can create a new render target, but yeah, FPS output, first person shooter output. Got that, that's putting that out from there now. And now in our sender manager, offworldlive sender manager, we just make that output the same thing, do the same, select that there, probably be blank like that, select that there, make it active, and what we can do is double click that, see what it's putting out, and press play, and cool, we got movement there, so that's awesome. You know, you can do everything that the first person can see, we are now putting out as a texture target. And now let's check OBS, check that we are actually outputting this to OBS, to another program, and do Shift F1 to come out of that, and I'm going to go into OBS, create a new spout to capture, cool FPS input, and we can use the first available sender as it does by default, or we can choose our specific output. Okay, we got that. Let's scale this down so we can see it, and if we go back to controlling our game, and let me just put this on another window for myself just so I can see what's going on. Yes, we've got movement. We got movement into OBS in real time, as picked up by your playable character. So yes, hopefully you can see how awesome that is, how you can stream as a playable character in the game. So any inputs, any controls you give will be streamed out to OBS. Creative possibilities with this are crazy. Doesn't have to be a first person character, it could literally be like a set of cameras or a camera array, camera rigs and rails, but with some tweakable, editable kind of things. Just a sneaky little trick by using that capture component to open stuff out to a lot of gamified experiences. I hope this gets you thinking creatively. You can be streaming out not just to OBS but to other programs like Touch Designer, etc.